So hello everyone, I'm going to attempt to teach you now how to use the Nominate Scoring app on an iPad. So the first thing is press your iPad on, press home, and you can see, if you go back here, you can see if you come to the home screen, if this is where you end up opening it up, that you'll see the live score dressage on the bottom here, and you need to tap on that and then just tap on login, and it's gone through. So this event is the event that we are scoring at on this occasion, and you go through there. Now you look for the class that you will be writing for, and let's say it's the advanced 5.1 dressage. Tap on that, and then depending upon which judge you are writing for, if it's Miranda or Sue, in this case we'll choose Miranda, you tap on that one. Then you want to look for the rider that's going to be coming in next, so you tap on the search icon, and there's only one rider in this class, so you tap on that. And we're at movement 1. You can see that you've got the judge's name up here, Miranda Coulson, and the name of the rider and the horse down here. So Miranda will be watching the first movement, enter in collected canter, halt salute at X, and proceed in collected trot. She will give you a mark and a comment. It's very important to get the mark. If she gives you a long comment for any reason and you have trouble finishing it in time, let's say it is more straight through body on centre line. More straight through body on centre line, 6. And then you go next. And now you're on mark 2, track left, change rein, medium trot, HXF. Over X, trot 6 to 7 steps of collected trot. So let's say more difference in paces. 6. Next. Now the next movement is for a half pass right. Now let's say that the rider makes an error and instead of doing the half pass right starts doing a shoulder in. It's an error of course, and you tap it down here. One error of course. The C judge, who in this case is Miranda, will ring the bell and ask the rider to repeat the movement, well, to do the correct movement. And so then you write the comment and you give the score. So it might be a good one or fairly good, so it's a 7. And then it's next. And so on and so forth, right through to the end of the test. Now, if you make a mistake writing something down, you can click this eraser up the top and erase something. So let's erase, click back on it again. And if you want to close the movement, you just click on the X here, and you can see what scores you've put in and what scores need to be entered. If for any reason the rider needs to be eliminated, you click on the hamburger menu up the top here, and you go down to status, and you select eliminated. And then the judge will sign, and you close and OK. So that's that's what happens in that situation. But let's say let's say the rider gets to the end of the test and they've got next, 6 next, 5.5 next, 6 next, 5 next, shoulder in, 6, next. Half pirouette right, that was a 4, next. Half pirouette left, that was a 5, next. Collected walk, 5, next. Extended walk, 6, next. And so on until you've gone all the way through to the end. I'm just trying to get through them now. So that's a 6, next. 7, next. 6, next. 6.5, next. 6, next. 6.5, next. 5.5, next. 5, next. Basically, you're just listening to what the judge is saying, writing it down, clicking on the score, and then doing a next. When you get to the end of the test, you'll come to the collective scores, and the judge may wish to put these in herself, or she may, or he may tell you what the comment is. So the comment would be blah, 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 blah. And then there'll be a score for paces, 6, a score for impulsion, 6.5, score for submission, 5.5, a rider's position and seat, 6, and then it'll be next. And then the judge will need to sign it. If there is an error in the number of scores, so we're missing a score here, so that's shown there. So you go, okay, and you go back to that. And it'll show you where you're missing the score. And you go 6 and next. So that is how you write on the tablet.